Alright, let's have a go at learning Perils and midweek drinking. I've got to be honest, I can't really exactly remember how to play the intro. It's based on the E major scale. It starts something like that's it. So we're going second fret of the A, sliding up to the fourth. So it's second, four, slide up to the six on the D. Sort of go back on yourself there on the four and two on the D. Four on the G. Back to there. The four on the D. Let's do that. And then I do a double stop slide from the fourth to the sixth on the D and the G, like so, to the fifth fret of the B, to the seventh, off and back on again, and the bend up, and then with your little finger on the seventh of the high E, bend down again. So that's so I think, yeah, I did that. So just done that bend. So bend up, bring it down, sixth fret of the G, and then a double stop slide up to the ninth fret on the two high strings. And then we come up to the, still on the two high strings, 12 to 14, we're just going to go. Or you could go, or it doesn't really matter, it's just based around there. And from that point on, you can just improvise because you guys normally elongate the song out. What I do is I'm just noodling around E major. But when you go into that bit where you do the little drum break, you know, what I try and do is get this going. Which is just on, it's on the B in the high E. That's 17, 16, down to 16, 14, 14, 12. I mean, it's up to you. It's not on the album recording, so it doesn't really matter. Just play about with it. I mean, I usually just improvise a lot of that bit anyway. And then we go into the song. First verse, I don't think I play anything, so the first thing that comes up is the riff. We whack on the distortion, do a little side down into it, and I've actually got to remember how to play it. Opening. How the fuck does it go? That's it, so come down, opening, pick it again, bend on the third fret of the G, let go, A, little pause, and then onto the D. On the D you just go, you're picking it open, and then once on the second fret, and then releasing. Give it a little bend as well. Then going into the next verse, for the majority of it, you're just up here on the octave of the low E, and just mute the string, and you're just going. to the beat, whatever the beat is. And then just before going into the chorus, we've got this little. We're just doing octaves there, so it's all on the A string and the G string, and that's 11, 13, 12, 14, 9, 10, 7, 9. Into the riff again. And then it goes into the chorus, and normally what I do is I just hit this E note here on the 9th fret of the G string, and with a bit of distortion let it ring out. So once you finish that riff, as you do the chorus, just let it ring out. But what you can do as well, sometimes I do, it depends how my fingers are feeling, because it can be a little bit tricky. I've got a little riff on the album that I sometimes do that goes and they're basically, although we're only picking 3 notes, so they're effectively triads, what it's doing is it's following the chords around that the rhythm guitar is playing to make an add 9 sound. So what that is I'm playing 9th fret of the D, 10th fret, 9th fret of the D, 11th fret of the G, 9th fret of the B. And then the next bit, you can keep this shape for the next 3 chords, is 7th fret of the A, 9th fret of the D, and 6th fret of the G. And what you can do is keep that shape, and we're just going to slide it around the fret. So it's that lead finger there, so it's 7, 9, 6, 5, 7, 4, 9, 11, 8. So you can do that if you want. Otherwise, just sort of do it something like that. And then it's back into the verse, which same thing, and you do the back into the riff. Once we've done, and then it's into the next chorus. Once that chorus is done, we go into the bridge, which is so it's just based around. We're just going around doing a little on the 3rd fret, on the low E, 3, 2, open, and we're just chucking in a little bit of some embellishments just to make it more interesting. So what I'm doing there, I pick the root note, which is the 3rd and the low E, and I go down to the A string, pick it open, hammer on to the 2nd fret, and then down to the D, same thing. And then pull off. So it's pick the open A, hammer on, pick the D, 2nd fret of the D, and then off. And it's that riff for both the 3rd fret and the 2nd fret. So so feel free to improvise that little riff if you want. That's the basic idea of it. And then it goes into the solo. The solo on the album is a piece of piss. So it's just based around an E minor shape. So it's just 9 on the G string, 9, 7, 9 on the D, and then we just do this little motif. So that's 9 7 9 7 9. Like so. Do it twice. And now I do instead of going to the motive, I do a build up. It's just something like, which is just 9th fret of the G, 8th fret of the B. And then the second part of the solo is exactly the same thing, but we just up the octaves. We're now on the B and the high E string, and it's 17. So what's that? That's on the B, 17. Yeah, fuck, what is it? 17, 15, 14 on the G. And then on the G we go 14. Oh fuck, it's not 14, is it? Sorry. Let me get my head around this, right? So we've got 15, 13, 14, and then 14 down. Still, and I'm doing wrong. So it's 17, 15, 16, 16, 14, 17 on the D. So that's 16, 14, 17. And that little riff is just, little lick is just 17 on the B, 15 on the high E, and then just with my little finger I'm just hammering on to the 17th of the high E. That's if you want to do the album solo. Otherwise, what I do is I just improvise E minor, just whack out your best Hendrix licks, you know. Have fun with it. And then that takes us into the outro. I'm just doing pinched harmonics here, not pinched, just general harmonics here. Normally I whack on the wah pedal, a bit delay, and I keep the distortion on. And it's just based around on the B and E string. I start off just doing that as we slowly build it up. And then every now and then I go and do the harmonics on the 7th fret. And then gradually build it up to. And then get faster as you know, you'll feel it with the music. And then as it gets really fast, I normally don't even bother with the 7th harmonic, I just stick on it. And then if you're really getting into it, for the last bar you can turn it into a little bit of a solo. As long as you just end it on an E note. And that is Perils of Midweek Drinking.